So you constantly tell yourself, I should be further by now. You're looking around at everyone else's page, and you've been trying to grow your coaching business for some time now. And you're constantly thinking, I should be further by now. Why is this person's business taking off and my business is still here? It's a constant cycle of this belief. And this very belief is why you are still stuck where you are. It's forcing you out of your divine alignment. It's forcing you out of God's timing for your life and your business, and forcing you into survival mode, forcing you into exhaustion, forcing you to build your business from pressure and not from God's peace. And so in this series, Break This Belief, in this episode, we're going to be discussing this third broken belief: I should be further by now. Because that is a lie from the pits of hell. You are in God's divine timing. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Janel Renee. I am a life and business mindset coach, and I help entrepreneurial moms to truly get to the roots, really get to the roots of their subconscious beliefs that is hindering their business growth. When we actually do the work that I do with my clients see major results because they begin to accelerate in their business because of the identity, the new identity shifts, the embodiments that they are empowered with. And I do this by using biblical principles and really just neuroscience as well, to really dive deep into those subconscious blocks that you're not even aware of, right? I help my clients to see the blind spots that are keeping them stuck in a cycle in their business. And so one of the common beliefs that I come in contact with is I should be further by now. And so the way this thought loop works is it really is tricky, because sometimes you don't even realize it, but you'll be maybe scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and you're seeing other people's businesses, and you're thinking, oh, their business is flourishing, right? And you're looking at them and you're comparing yourself to them, but truly you are right in divine alignment. And also another thing too is that very thought is keeping you stuck in a loop. You're stuck in this loop, and your business is suffering the consequences because you're steady looking at other people when you should literally be focused and locked in on your business and who you're called to serve, right? Not looking and comparing other people's grass, but really watering your own grass, watering the clients that you are called to serve as a coach, right? And so the way this works is you're looking at everyone else. You're thinking, oh, she's growing, she's scaling, she's launching, she's booked out, right? Not even knowing what's really going on behind the scenes or how long they've been at it. And now you're starting to feel this pressure, thinking you're behind. And so you now start to say, okay, I'm behind, I need to catch up. And so you start doing these fast launches. You start just makeshifting together some random offer, and you slap together some offer, making these rush decisions. And when your launch flops, right, or you're not seeing the result that you thought you would see in this launch, it literally takes you right back to that belief. Oh, I should be further by now. You see, it's not working out for me. I'm behind. And this is literally the loop that you're in. This is it. And this thought is literally just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because when you think this thought, and this is something that I teach my clients, but it's like whatever the fact may be, okay, creating content for your business, right? Marketing your business. That belief leads to feelings. That feeling leads to behavior. And your behaviors, your action leads to your results, your fruition, right? And so whatever you are believing, that is what you're going to see the fruition of. It's just a continuous cycle. This is just how your body works. This is the physiology of how God has designed you. And so we dive deep into the root system. This is a formula that I teach my clients and I walk my clients through inside of my Business by Belief Accelerator, my 6-month coaching container, where I really, like I said, do the deep dive into getting to the roots of how these beliefs, how these thoughts are really hindering your business growth and not allowing you to grow your coaching business to the capacity that you can grow it, right? We unlock and get to the root of those core beliefs, those sneaky beliefs, right? And so the root system, the R in the root system is to reveal the root of the symptom. And so you're feeling like you're behind, you're rushing these random launches, you're, just slapping together offers because you're looking at everyone else's success. And then you're thinking, oh, I should be further by now, right? And so, yeah, this is what you're doing. You're allowing outsiders to dictate what you should be doing in your business. And it should never be that case, right? You as a entrepreneur, especially as a believer in business, you should be consulting with God and really just being the conduit between your business should really be the conduit between God and his people, right? How are you serving God's people? God should be pouring into you, and then from there, you're pouring out into God's people through your business. And so revealing the root of the symptom, you're rushing, right? And the rushing is because of comparison. You're comparing other people's success and questioning your timeline and wondering, why you're not further. But truly, we got to get to the root system. We got to get to the root. So as a nurse, like I would see my patients like in the hospital, they would want to leave. As soon as they started to feel a little inkling better, they would want to rush out of the hospital, right? Maybe they came in for some severe pain and then we started them on some antibiotics or gave them pain medication. And because the pain was alleviated, they're like, okay, good, I'm ready to get out of here. They wanted to fly out of the hospital. But truly, just because the symptom was gone doesn't mean the root causing issue was solved, right? And so they may have been, with an infection, and because they got the pain medication was just a mask. And so it's really important to get to the roots. You don't want to just rush out and just try to, rush out before you're actually mature enough or healed enough to take on and to really grow your business to that level of success that you want to see, right? So maybe you have a goal of 10 clients, but God knows that you can't handle 10 clients yet. Or maybe you want 20 clients. God knows you can't handle that yet. And so there are layers to this. And so you want to get to the root and really be able to heal some of your past traumas, or maybe you will get to that level and then self-sabotage it, right? And so it's really important to get to the root of this symptom and not be like some of my patients who want to just rush out before you're fully healed, before your body's fully healed, and you can actually manage and sustain the business that God wants to truly bless you with. And I'm watching the clock because I do have a coaching call that I got to jump on. And so, so oftentimes, like if my patients, I should say, would leave the hospital sooner, they would come back in like worse pain. They would come back in like worse off than they were. And so just to avoid this, it's important to really reveal and get to the root of what's causing these symptoms and what's causing you to self-sabotage and for you to feel like you have to be rushing, right? And so oftentimes you're what you're doing right now is building out of performance and out of pressure and not from a place of peace. And so you're building from comparison of others and not true conviction in what it is that you have to offer your clients, and conviction in what it is that God has you building, right? And so this pressure is really robbing you of what God already prepared in advance for you. Okay, Ephesians 2:10. God has already prepared the good work for you. And so this mindset of comparison is rushing you out of that. All right. And so what you have to do is think of like, where did this, I want you to really ask yourself, like, if this is a concern for you, if this is a belief that you are currently suffering with, dealing with, I should be further by now. I want you to really get to the root and ask yourself, where did this rushing, but when did this rushing become a default for you, right? And so when did this haste hustle or this grind become the norm for you? When did that become your default? And so I really want you to take some time, journal this out, really sit with this question and think about it, right? Get to the root of, where did you learn this, right? And then the first O in the root system is to observe the origin of the seed, right? And so this seed is the belief, right? Because your mind is like a garden, your beliefs are like seeds. And so with this, in this area, I want you to really ask yourself, like, who told you your value was tied to how fast you made it, right? Or what does that success look like? Who told you that that's what your value was tied to? We got to get to the origin of this belief. Why do you feel you have to rush to success? Why do you feel the pressure to be successful tomorrow, like yesterday, right? Really get to the root of that. All right. And then once you do the work to do that, you're going to then go into the second O, which is to overturn the somatic soil of sabotage. And so somatic is the body, it's the nervous system sabotaging you. And so, like we said before, you will like just throw a random offer together and you'll just put it out there. And then when you see that it flops or you're getting crickets, no one's signing up, because they can tell, they can feel your energy that you just put this out there just out of, comparison to others, and not truly convicting, or not with any conviction, not with any confidence, not with any certainty. And so when you go out there to market your business, people can feel that energy, right? They can feel your energy. And so the second O is to overturn this. So you want to like remove this hustle mentality, remove this burnout, that like, where did you learn that you have to hustle, you have to rush, you have to grind, right? Because this all leads to burnout. And so you want to do the work to like alleviate the burnout, alleviate the shame, and really regulate your nervous system, and really overcome, because something that I struggled with, and I share my testimony very often, my story, in how when I transitioned from the emergency department into coaching full time, like my nervous system was so used to the constant hustle, the constant, like my mind 100 places at once. Oh my gosh, this patient needs that. This patient's coding. That patient needs vitals. And the constant wear and tear and the do, that any type of stillness in my business, I thought something was wrong. And I would constantly like want to find more work for myself because my nervous system was not comfortable in the stillness or in the rest. And so I had to do the work to heal my nervous system. It's a continuous process, because this is years, right? This is years of programming your nervous system. And so now it's like you have to really you have to overturn this somatic soil. You have to overturn this nervous system dysregulation, and really make stillness like make it so that you don't feel stagnant in the stillness, right? Because oftentimes we'll think like, oh, we're stagnant, we should be further by now. But truly, it's in the stillness, it's in the slowing down that you're able to really accelerate. And this is something that I help my clients to do daily with our daily work, is really checking in with your mind and with your spirit and with your body, right? You are 3 parts. And so in the daily work that I have my clients do in the Belief Blueprint, this is the work we do. We really tap into our spirit, our mind, and our body to really do the nervous system exercises that I help my clients to do, with like breath work and like just the stillness and the body tapping, like the EFT and everything. Hey, Queen, how are you? How are you, girl? And so lastly, the T in roots is to tend the seed of truth. All right, tend the seed of truth. And so here it's like, you have to understand that you are not behind in your business. You are constantly becoming, right? And your pace is not punishment. Your pace that God has you on is not punishment. And your path is prophetic, right? God knows what's ahead. He knows what's ahead. He knows what he's preparing you for. And so he's building you in the process of becoming. And you just have to eliminate that belief and take on the belief of God and tend the truth. tend the seed of truth. And so Philippians 1:6 is a perfect example of a scripture that you can use to really be able to switch that thought of I'm behind, or, I should be further by now. Philippians 1:6, it says, be confident in this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. You want to tend the seed of truth and continue to prophesy this over yourself with biblical affirmations, telling yourself this every single day, multiple times a day. I'm doing good, actually. Things are finally coming together for me. I hope you're doing well too. Yes, Queen. I'm so glad to hear that, Kira. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so happy. Yes, I am good. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so good. Thank you so much for asking. So yes, you want to definitely sow the seed, tend the seed of truth, and have that on repetition in your mind, so that you are able to, through repetition, be able to reprogram your subconscious thinking, so that without a shadow of a doubt, that God has your back. He is going to finish the good work that he has begun in you, right? And so I want you to just know that if you feel like you're tired, let's see here. Oh, yes, that's good. Thank you so much, girl. So if you know that you are tired, right? Tired, that was the root system. And you're tired of, building your business under pressure. You're tired of rushing to see results in your business, and then resenting the process resenting the process as you're going through it. And you're ready to reclaim your peace, no longer operating out of pressure, but reclaim your pace, right? Your pace, your peace, and your path, your prophetic path that God has for you. It's time for us to really fix that. And so inside of my Call to Coach workshop, if you want to jump into this workshop is currently live weekly. And if you want to really be able to learn the secrets on how to really grow your business, tap into the subconscious beliefs and the nervous system regulations that you need to really grow your business, how to dive deeper into how to accelerate your business, and you want to just get a closer overview of how this works, just go ahead and comment coach under this video, once it's lifted or live, once it's posted, I should say. Go ahead and comment coach, and I'm going to send you the link to register for the Call to Coach workshop if you know God is calling you into coaching. All right. And so in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. But we did do an overview of the broken belief. Number 3, I should be further by now. And I pray that this message has blessed you. Kara girl, thank you so much for jumping in. This is my Break This Belief series, where I dive deep into broken beliefs and use the root system to actually get to the root and show you how you can reveal the root of the symptom, observe the origin of the seed, overturn the somatic soil of sabotage, and tend the seed of truth. All right. And so this is what we did. This is the work that I do with my clients. And this is the Break the Belief series. And I pray it's been a blessing. Oh, I'm so glad. This was so good. I have to save this live and rewatch it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Kara. I'm so glad that it was a blessing to you, girl. All right. I'm jumping off of here because I'm going to go and jump on my coaching call. And so I'm going to jump off of here, but I pray that this has been a blessing. Comment coach if you want to jump into the Call to Coach workshop, and I'll see you guys inside there. Love you. Bye.